Speaker this evening, outbound to, I don't know that, so I'll apologize, but Maggie Johansson is sponsored by the Rotary Club of Clackamas.
If we could shrink the Earth's population to a village of precisely 100 people, with all the existing human ratios remaining the same, it would look something like the following. There would be 3 soldiers, 5 teachers, less than 1 doctor, 7 refugees driven from their home by war or drought, 80 would live in substandard housing, 70 would be unable to read, 50 would suffer from malnutrition, 1 dying of starvation. 1 would have HIV, and 24 would not have any electricity. When one considers our world from such a compressed perspective, the need for acceptance, understanding, and education becomes glaringly apparent. Rotary, as many of us in this room well know, is a nonprofit service organization who's made it their mission to devote to efforts to global understanding and world peace. Rotary International is the only organization of its kind and does not affiliate its work with any specific religion nor military purpose, thus allowing our efforts toward global understanding to become more readily adopted worldwide. Building communities, bridging continents is our theme this year, and as I have experienced firsthand, this can be both literal and metaphorical definitions for what Rotary does. Tens of thousands of Rotary clubs internationally plan gatherings in order to reach out at opportunities to better their local communities. Doing so provides a firm foundation for us involved in international service to branch out in confidence to other districts. In District 5100, I've had countless experiences speaking with local store owners, business executives, and even travel writers. While these experiences have always resulted in an educational outcome, some were not always directly positive encounters. The annual spaghetti feed of the North Clackamas Rotary Club taught me a lot more than I had initially thought it would this year. I was enjoying my work, making Italian sodas, and the friendly conversations with the customers. A woman I worked next to overheard my elated gloats over Rotary and being an exchange student. "Well, where are you going?" she asked me. "Turkey," I expressed in anticipation. Her smile immediately shifted into a sour recoil, and her eyes narrowed as she replied, "Oh, I can't believe they send you kids to places like that. It's sick." And at that very moment, any doubts I retained about Turkey as my country of choice vanished, and I knew that this is what I'm meant to do. So why did we choose the countries we did? Personal interest, language? For us, it is about bridging continents from the bonds we have formed with each other. We may not be able to spend a year in every country, but the fact that we can all bond, despite our coming from completely different backgrounds, shows that when it comes down to it, we exchange students have much more in common than originally anticipated. And perhaps that's true for the entire world abroad as well. In my preference, I want to explore the Middle East and immerse myself in a culture that is widely influenced by a religion and customs Americans tend to fear or maintain a biased outlook toward. This approach is both foolish and inefficient in regard to global efforts put forth toward achieving world peace and global understanding. As we set forth into the world this summer, leaving behind all we've ever really known, we become more than just students studying abroad, but we are the proof and the enablers who make the bonds between communities on an international level possible. It is vital to maintain and strengthen bonds between countries with which understanding is fading. For me, Turkey was that opportunity. As I've well realized over the past 3 months, a slim number of friends and even family understand my decision. As we scale down from an international level to a community level, I'm looking to make a positive impact and hopefully put an end to the damaging misconceptions between these 2 countries. When I return home from one of the best years of my life, it will be my mission to educate and enlighten my peers in the community of Clackamas, Oregon, of the utterly marvelous learning experiences that await them in the regions they thought they already knew. The Youth Exchange Program of Rotary offers a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to expand global perspectives in a loosely understood world. We know what battles we must face overseas, but do we know the battles these differing countries endure? Through thick and thin, the world ultimately has one thing in common. We yearn to better our communities in the hope of a brighter future. So whether we inbounds and outbounds are skiing in Scandinavia, baking baguettes in France, dancing the samba in Brazil, brewing chai in India, or even meditating in a Thai Buddhist nunnery, just remember that even the most simple acts can contribute to the most powerful transformation of our planet. Thank you.